Very powerful movie. We're not going to do a super deep dive on it now. Spoiler alert, I do have one takeaway that I'm going to give. I might double back and do a longer one. Basically, he was in a state of delirium the whole time. Okay, so that's the grand takeaway from his situation. Now, in terms of symbolism, there's a lot of symbolism, but I'm going to cut straight to one of the most important details of the movie, which is at the end. Hold on. Andrew Garfield's character basically starts to uncover a conspiracy, which leads him to this old man at the end of the movie. So long story short, the old man is breaking down how he's the voice of our generation, our grandparents, our parents, us. You know, he starts going through different musical tunes on the piano, like Smells Like Teen Spirit, and he's breaking it down to Andrew Garfield's character like, you know, there is no rebellion. There is no grand conclusion. Your art, your music, all of the things that we hold true are just a shell of somebody else's ambitions. And that is a very powerful takeaway. He says that he doesn't worry about the codes in a conspiracy, right? Those who are supposed to know what's in it and see it they are the people who are to receive it. He was like, so it doesn't even matter if you believe me. It's just better if the rest of you just dance along to the tunes and celebrate, delude yourselves, right? Now, what they were essentially creating was a form of nihilism. Basically, there's no point. You might as well dance into the ambiance. But they really don't want you to realize the elites through symbolism in this movie. They don't want you to realize that they actually need you, and there's a lot that you actually can do. We are the pillars to their kingdom. That movie was actually surprisingly creepy. It's an old movie. I'd never watched it, though, so I just went through it, and it really just blew my mind. I say this is a hidden gem, but not really because people have seen it, but I can see why it might have got pushed to the bottom of the shelf, because the whole movie is symbolic, and essentially it's letting you know when you're chasing rabbits, when you're chasing the right rabbit, you just chase delusion. It's letting you know that there's nothing you can do, because even upon you discovering a grand conspiracy, the elites will continue to carry on their lives in a way that you can't affect them. But again, that's the trick of nihilism. They want you to just go through your life thinking this. They want you to believe that there's nothing you can do, so you might as well just participate in a song and dance. And when you think about the influence of generations, of how people are actually moved to do crimes out of rap and carry themselves, you know, Megan Thee Stallion half naked, these other chicks follow suit, and then question why we're looking. It's like a lot of people are a bunch of bots, these men and these women, and you can actually see the influence that TV, music, and movies have. So whether or not the conspiracy is true, the effects of it are real. And not only that, but even if you do discover a conspiracy, a massive one, you see what happened to Max Azzarello or anybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things where until we wake up as a planet and commit towards a global change, things will always remain the same. And that's the scariest thing. When you see people vote left and right, Republican, Democrat, but it's really just a shell of other people's ambitions. Who really gets rich? When you see yourself donate to the church collection plate, who really gets rich? When you see yourself acting out of these narratives bestowed upon you, you are tricked into thinking that you actually have two options. But how do you have a choice if they only give you the two choices that you have? It's like, it's a very, very thick, hard to see game. And I can see why certain people wouldn't believe it. When you got certain people that operate on extreme spectrums like Alex Jones, I could see why y'all might not think an agenda could be real. An alien, a demon, good versus evil. It's not just conceptualized. I can understand truly. But today, I beg you all to really ask the question, bro. Do these things actually affect us? Is there a larger agenda at play? And if there is, what can we actually do about it?